Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Gross Kurfurst and we're going to have quite a fun match. Now you guys may be looking at the title and going, Beast from the Blackness, Spartan? What does that even mean? First of all, it's a quote from the movie 300, so if you don't know what that is, then what are you doing with your life? But anyway, we are going to spawn on the left side, land of fire, island hopping, just absolute nightmare for battleships on this side. Good news is, they have 3 Gross Kurfurst and an Alaska, and we have me, a Yamato, and an Alaska on our side. Now, I spawn with a Bismarck and a Wichita on this side, and I have a feeling that they're going to outnumber us with force on this side. And in other words, I figured they were going to have at least, I know they spawn at least 3 ships against us, and I figured at least 2 of them were going to be Gross Kurfurst. And I was correct. Now, in regards to the Gross Kurfurst, there's a few things you need to know about it. First of all, if you play the Iowa well, you will like the Gross Kurfurst. The Gross Kurfurst is a very fun ship to play if you're used to having to dodge torpedoes by predicting the future of what's going to happen 30 minutes from now, and if you are used to being able to slug it out and aim for weak points on ships. Okay? Initially, you're going to see me reversing. The Bismarck's charging forward, the Wichita's charging forward. The Wichita's got a death wish, let's just throw that out there. This guy shouldn't have lived as long as he did in this match, but you'll see what I mean in a moment. Now, Bismarck is charging forward because it's a Bismarck. It's likely a secondary build. He's probably got very little range, so he needs to get forward and try to get some stuff. But as you can see, 2 Gross Kurfurst have spawned out in front of us. And there was a fire starter out there because they actually tried to set us on fire already. So we know there's at least 2 Gross Kurfurst and a fire starter on this side. And the fire starter just happens to be a Mogami. Now, I'm backing up initially for one reason. One is, with that much firepower on their side, they are likely to push. And as you can see clearly on the map, they are both pushing. Okay? So it becomes a game of patience. I stay angled to them using the front guns as long as I can, and wait for them to make huge mistakes, and I punish them for it. I'm not retreating all the way to the edge of the map. I'm not running away for the entire fight. I'm playing with my brain. It's a thing. People don't do it nearly enough as much as they should. Now, obviously, at longer ranges, the Gross Kurfurst not as good. But that goes for any battleship. Like, literally any battleship. The amount of ridiculous... Now, here was a chance to delete this Mogami. He thought I was firing at the guy behind him. Instead, I was actually shooting him. And he got very lucky to not just be outright deleted right there. Getting overpinned rather than being Citadel. Now, you can see Gross Kurfurst number 1 is charging forward like a madman. Gross Kurfurst number 2 also charging forward like a madman, but he's a little bit lagging. He's behind. But he's going to make an aggressive turn in and put himself in a very, very strong position to intercept our guys. Now, our guys are both behind the island. They're protecting themselves as best they can, limiting who can shoot them, which is amazing. We also have fire support coming from the center of the map from another cruiser that's back there. So, huge advantage for us going into this engagement. Notice I am now pushing forward. Why? Because I want to catch these guys while they are making mistakes and being broadside on. Now, currently the Gross Kurfurst on the outside of the map over here is making it very difficult for me to shoot. And so I'm going to wait for this Gross Kurfurst to come around the corner and see if we can't lay into his superstructure a bit. He's angled relatively well, so I'm just trying to hit his superstructure, maybe his guns, and see if we can't do some damage. And we get basically nothing for our trouble. We didn't even break his guns. It was just an absolutely disgusting salvo from my side of it. But notice Gross Kurfurst number 1 now has no longer got the advantage on me, and I have the advantage on him. His guns are pointing the other direction. The Gross Kurfurst guns are very, very slow when it comes to turning, and so we are going to absolutely shellac him. Pow! There's an 18,000 damage salvo, and in 20 seconds, we're going to do it again. You cannot put yourself into these positions. This is why I say sometimes it is better to play patiently. If you rush forward and put yourself into these crossfires, you are dead. There is nothing you can do about it, and nobody is missing shots on the Grosse Kurfürst. It's too big. Literally the biggest ship in the game. And goodbye, Grosse Kurfürst. One down, two of them to go. Mogami is now pushing up. The second Grosse Kurfürst is pushing up. We have lost both the Wichita and the Bismarck, but we have gotten rid of one of the Grosse Kurfürst. What follows is something I am not entirely proud of, because every time I get myself put into these positions, I seem to screw it up. Now, Mogami is begging for it, so that's why I'm taking this shot at the Mogami, because A, torp threat, B, fire choice, and we get the absolute shellacking. 23,000 damage on him. He's lucky to be alive. But we are in trouble. Grosse Kurfürst is pushing up on us. We're about to do a drive-by. There's not a whole lot I can do because my guns aren't in position for this already. So you've heard me say it before, I'll say it again. Sometimes you just got to put yourself in position to try not to get obliterated. And that's what we did here. He fires his guns a little bit early. He does get a good shot with the other guns, but we are just going to sail right on by, not opening ourselves up. We do take a shot at thinking we could penetrate the side armor, like the higher up side armor. We were wrong. He definitely just laughed at us while we bounced 5 rounds off the side of his ship. But he ain't gonna be laughing for much longer, because I don't know what happens to him. I'm assuming a Yamato had something to do with it. But he goes down hard. And wait for it. Come on, baby. I'm focused on the Mogami at this point. I'm still angled really well against the Grosse Kurfürst. And so we're just trying to get rid of him. And the Cleveland actually is the one that finishes him off. So well done, Cleveland. I thought the Yamato would maybe have something to do with that, but apparently they just burned him down real quick like. This time we get a nice shot into the rear of the Mogami. We had already avoided his torpedoes once, and we can assume, because he's turning all the way back, that he is going to be launching torpedoes again. But we have an island coming up. We're going to push up and try to take the island as cover, because while we think he launched torpedoes, we obviously can't sit around and wait for it. If we use the island, he can't hit us, right? So we're just going to try to get around this island as quickly as possible. We're already turning, and our sonar goes down at just the perfect time to catch his torpedoes coming in. And obviously, you can see island protects us, so no big deal. But I know what you're thinking. Well, Spartan, you only got 77,000 damage, and you were up against a Mogami and 2 Grosse Kurfürst. Like, what are you doing? Well, I've taken a lot of damage, but I'm going to get to heal a lot of that back. A lot of it was fire damage from the Grosse Kurfürst. I didn't get citadeled or anything like that. There was some good armor piercing there, but I got a lot of fire against me, so I'm going to be able to heal that back. And when you're talking about the Grosse Kurfürst healing, I have 60. I've got full health Iowa amount of health left, and I'm about to heal even more back. Like, that's how ridiculous the HP pool is on this ship. But we're still not coming to the beast from the Blackness, right? Well, I gotta get in here and capture the base. It's a domination. We've cleared our side. We are going to capture this base and move forward. Our team's technically losing this fight right now. This could still be a loss if we don't start doing something. We control center cap, and if we control this cap, they can't even take it. Like, there's not enough time for somebody on their team to come all the way over here and take this cap. So this is a guaranteed points generator for the rest of the match. So that's what I'm going to do here. Now, initially, I was trying to capture this base without slowing down because I wanted to maintain my full speed. That way, when I can flank the enemy. Because the Grosse Kurfürst may take ages to get moving. And it may be a huge ship. But it actually moves pretty good. We're doing over 30 knots right now in a battleship that is literally the size of Brooklyn. Like, this thing is massive. So, yeah, we're doing all right. But you can see I wasn't 100% sure if we would be able to take it, so we are slowing down. We're down below 20 knots. But as you can see, we're under 10 seconds left. We're going to go ahead and speed back up. We slowed down just enough to guarantee we get the cap. We don't want a potato out of it. We guarantee the cap, and now we're going to try to initiate a flank. And by initiating a flank, you'll see what I mean coming up. We know that the Bismarck on the enemy team was not too far ahead of us. we know that we should be able to catch up to the Bismarck. I highly doubt that it's... I don't actually remember what the Bismarck's top speed is, but I don't think it does over 30. So I think we should be able to catch up to it. And you can see this snipe from across the map. Horizontal dispersion, horrible. But we did manage to tag him with 2 rounds and 2 pins and 2 overpins. So very good salvo from that distance. Barely inside our range when we pulled the trigger. So a pretty good lead. And that guy probably had no idea what hit him. And this is where the beast from the Blackness comes in. Now, we can't hit the Bismarck at the moment, but everybody on the enemy team forgot about us. A gross Kurfurst, a ship the size of a city. And wait for it. Hello, Bismarck. Hold these. Pow! 21,000 damage in that salvo. And right about now, he is hating life. He's like, where did that come from? Yeah, you forgot about me, didn't you, Sunshine? Well, don't worry. You won't forget about me much longer. And he doesn't even try to avoid me. He is simply trying to get to the center cap, get behind the island, and get away from me. But my reload's too fast, buddy. This is going to hurt as well. And... 17,000. Not quite enough to finish him. But he is burning, and our team is absolutely going to take him out. Now, he is going to get behind the island before I can catch up to him this time. But you'll notice that the enemy Alaska is up ahead to my left. He's just gotten spotted. Bismarck's going to get behind the island, but again, he is burning. He's not long for this world. Hello, gross Kurfurst. 18.5 kilometers, shot out, and that dispersion looks pretty good. And notice it's almost solely horizontal, which means you get a lot of hits. And there's another, what, 16,000 damage done? Absolutely obliterating that gross Kurfurst. Any hopes that he had that he was going to carry his team just went out the window, especially with 2 fire starters against him. Now, I can't help them with the Hipper, but I did just absolutely obliterate the Bismarck. We absolutely obliterated gross Kurfurst, and hello, Alaska. Nice of you to come out and join us. Have you not noticed that I had just absolutely killed your team? Well, too late. You're not going to enjoy this, Sunshine. Pow! Just absolutely raking in the damage. So in the last, like, what, three salvos, we've pulled up, like, 90,000 damage? That is ridiculous. But that is the power of the gross Kurfurst, especially when everybody forgets you exist. And we take the shots, making sure to double down just in case, and we citadel him to finish him off, bringing us to 173,000 damage done. This is a wrap. We were losing the match, but because the 2 cruisers were able to protect themselves, and I was able to get in and come up the left side and absolutely blindside everybody on the enemy team, we managed to carry the team to a win. Well done to the cruisers that are left over, and I'll give myself a little pat on the back too. It's not easy being a flanker in a battleship, but the gross Kurfurst absolutely can do. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. What'd we end up with here? I think it was a pretty good game. 173,000 damage, 80 targets hit, 3,000 base XP in a battleship. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.